We are on. So you talk about what you want to talk about.
Okay, so you said what now with the adult reading, the summer reading program at the library?
All the Colors of the Dark.
What is that book about?
It's kind of, I looked it up, it's kind of obscure. Of the Dark summary. Okay, it seems like okay, All the Colors of the Dark focuses on the lives of two children after one of the children intervenes to save a young woman from violence. Their lives are forever altered, revealing between triumph and tragedy. What does it even mean? The story, I think they're just putting words. The story explores themes of survival, loss, and the relentless pursuit of truth. Again, words. The narrative delves into the emotional struggles of characters who grapple with the aftermath of their mother's death, highlighting the impact of trauma on their community. Words, 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 words. Okay. Nothing, that means nothing.
And we're assigned this book at the summer reading program?
No, this one was for book club. But, okay, so let me tell you. Let me show you the thing. We got,
I thought that was for summer reading.
Logs. They updated their logs, so I can go and get one for you if you want to, or you can just use the log you got. This is what they're giving us.
I don't have a log.
Because, that's the copy in there. The copy that they originally gave me, I made a copy on my printer and put it in there. But then, since then, they gave us this.
Oh, that's nicer.
And so I can get you one if you want me to.
586 pages.
Holy crap.
And you have to frickin' read this and all it is about trauma. I don't want to be trauma triggered. I don't want to read this.
No, that's just probably some AI garbage that came up with that summary. That is so nondescript. That could have described the last book we read.
When the daughter of a wealthy family is targeted, the most unlikely hero emerges. Patch, a local boy who saves the girl, and in doing so, leaves heartache in his wake. Saves her from what? Is this a rape book? I mean, is this a...
Sounds like it to me.
I don't want to read that trash.
Well, don't call it trash. I mean, it does happen.
I know, but we have such a society.
Well, I don't realize until I got old and I was able to like calm down and think about it. I was like, we are living in a grape society.
It is.
But I wasn't able to think about it because I had to survive through it. It's like when I was hitchhiking, I couldn't be thinking about how like I could easily be murdered because I had to get somewhere. Okay, so book club book. Okay, so this is a book club book.
Okay, so I gotta change that in my notes because I'm thinking, what is going? I don't want.
Yeah,
assigned reading for the summer reading program.
No, the summer reading program is whatever you want. There's no theme. There's nothing. For the kids' summer reading program, Color Our World is the theme, which, again, what does it even mean? Hopefully it means diversity in book reading. That's what I'm thinking it means. But knowing our librarian, it probably isn't. You can read whatever you want to read. It starts June 1st. So I'm gonna use this book. All the Colors of the Dark is on Audible, which is the audio only streaming thingy. So I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna start reading it on the 1st, so I can count it as one of my books.
Okay.
And I also got another good one. Okay, is also on Audible. It's by Trevor Noah. It's a new one. It's called born a crime.
Okay.
I think he was born in, where was it, Australia, I believe, where interracial marriage, it was, at the time he was born. It was illegal, or maybe it was interracial dating. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, so one of his parents is black, one of his parents is white or brown. I don't know. It was interracial. So that he was born a crime.
Right. Because
And-
back then it was a crime.
Right. So now he's a comedian, so it's going to be, I'm hoping it's like a comedian type book. Like it has funny stuff in it.
Right, I hope so. Because there's just some stuff I don't want to put in my brain.
Yeah, like right now, like you're talking about triggers.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, like, if this is a grape book that I might not do. I might get to a point where I'm just like, I can't do it anymore.
Yep.
And so, I know what you meant when you said trash. Well, not at first, but then afterwards I said, oh, she didn't mean like it was like trash. She was like, she can't do that right now.
There's just things I don't want to put in my brain.
Yeah. Well, and we all have our limits. And I can understand that. But you don't have to read the book to go to the book club. Because there's a lady there that, if she can't find it on audiobook, she's not doing it. Because she's like me, she don't read. She listens.
Because we're so busy. It's not that we can't read, it's that we can listen to a book while we do other things. We can listen
Right.
to a book while we do dishes, while we do laundry, while we mop the floors. So we can get our books in while still getting things done.
Right. And I think that's her thing. I think just sitting and relaxing. I don't want to speak for her. But at least this is I can't sit still because I'm thinking dishes. I'm thinking laundry. I'm thinking reading a garden. You know, and I just can't sit still because I've got to get stuff done.
Yeah,
And you know how that is.
I do.
Because you got so much stuff to do.
Yep, and you only have so many minutes in a day.
Yeah, and with women, it's just like he can sit there and he can play his game. Well, I'm washing dishes, mopping the floor. You know, I can't do anything loud because that interferes with his game. So that has to wait when he's out.
Yeah.
Doing the windows, you know, it's like he'll complain about the windows. It's like, do you know where the squeegee is?
Yeah.
You know, so he's learned to shut up about it because it'll get done in my time. Because I got more important things to do. Like, oh, okay, can I complain?
It's like the windows will still be dirty when I get to them unless you want to do it.
I go, he spent like 3 hours washing the cars yesterday, and we got Tupperwares under the roof catching up, catching the rainwater. It's like, I don't think your cars need to be washed. I know you noticed I had cobwebs over in the corner. I just could not get to them. The last 2 times Laura came over, I got cobwebs over in the corner. I just did not have the time to get to them.
They'll still be there when you get to them.
So
They aren't going anywhere.
So I'm thinking, really? You take this much care? And he just complains, like, the house is filthy. I think the house is more important than the car. I don't care about the car. So you want to take care of the car. Not my problem.
Yeah, but you see, he takes the car out to places, and people see him in the car.
Right, they don't see. Now,
He doesn't take the house out to people.
Right.
People do not see him in the house.
and people don't come over our house, too. That's another thing. If people came over here, his friends came over here, he'd be embarrassed. He'd get stuff done.
Yes. But since, it is a trailer home, but he doesn't trailer it out into the public.
Yeah.
If it went out in the public,
Yeah.
things would be different.
Yeah.
That's what men are like.
It's like I want to show off all the nice stuff, and my house is a dump. But anyway, so let's get back to the book club. Okay, so we have the summer reading program, And at the end, there's going to be, they're going to have like a party. They're going to have like we did last time, prizes, food, stuff. I'm going to bring something this time. And, anyways, I think I might even make some bookmarks or something.
Cool.
Do my little contributarianism.
Contributions.
I like contributarianism better. I just made that up on the
I
spot.
think you
Can you
did.
tell? I made a new word.
Children, the vocabulary for today is...
It's brought to you by the letter A and Z. And so I think, okay, so our book is, I don't know how many hours, because if it's 500 and some odd pages, probably like 14 hours. That's like a Stephen King. His latest books are just so long. It's like, you must have had a word
Have
going.
you tried to read his...
Under the Dome?
No, fairy tale one?
No. I probably heard of it and looked at it and probably said, no, too long. I did Under the Dome, and I'm like, never again. That was like 20 hours or something. I was like, never.
With the fairy tale one, read the first 4 or 5 chapters and then read the last 3 chapters because everything in the middle is just filler.
Oh, so he had word count.
He had word count.
Ah. Why are you doing that? You're almost dead, dude. Just give it up.
I lost...
What is he, like 90 now? I mean, come on.
I lost interest. I mean, it was just blah, 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 blah. Masturbation, blah, 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 blah. Hit in the face, blah, 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 blah. Taste blood, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like... blah, 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 blah. Piss in the corner, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what the what the... No. How does this end? Switch to the end. It's like, I'm over it. Just make it end. Make it end! Please!
It's like Dracula. That goes on for like 5 pages of some man mansplaining to this woman how what we now call a record player works. And I'm like, okay, maybe the kids nowadays need to know how a record player works, but me, I don't need. And it was so condescending. And it was like, come on, this did not age well. So that was, what was it called? Was it just called Fairy Tales?
I don't remember which one.
But it had the word fairy tale in it or something? Something similar like that?
Let me Google it.
At least Under the Dome was interesting. It just went on forever. 4 Past Midnight is a nice book with shorts in there. I like that book.
Stephen King. Fairy tale. Come on, phone. It takes so long.
Did you hook up to our Wi-Fi?
No.
I got the password if you want to hook up to it.
That's the
Oh,
one.
it is. It's actually called Fairy Tale. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. And that's the first book and the last book I ever read of his.
Oh, so that was the only one you ever read?
Yep. That was enough for me. I just couldn't do it.
Okay.
I couldn't do it.
Well, his latest ones, it seems like he's just going on forever. But like I said, at least that long one that I read, Under the Dome, at least it was interesting. But I mean, if there's just like a bunch of words and stuff that is unrelated and not important, I'm not going to waste my time.
I didn't feel any of it propelled the story forward. Now, one of my favorite fiction writers.
Oh yeah, we can get into this.
One of my favorite fiction writers is Dean Koontz.
Okay.
And His books are intense. I'll be reading and reading, and you know,
You said that, and I said his books are intense. I thought they were actually intense. I was like, what does she mean intense? What are they intense? What is that? Do they take place intense? This is all I've read. And then it's, oh, she means intense. So you got to start from there because I was trying to figure out where these tents were.
they are intense. Okay.
So are they like
And
I know he's a popular
So-
author and he's got like a bazillion books out.
you know when you're watching television and it's a suspensefulness and they're getting ready to do something stupid and you're like, don't go in there, don't get it, don't. That's how I am with his books. I mean,
Oh, that's my partner. Go ahead, talk.
I will
Go ahead, talk.
talk to the book and don't do that, don't you know? And so yeah, I
Hello?
talk to the book because it's so intense. And all the words he uses, there's no fat in his book. Okay? Every book that I've read of his, there's no fat. He has trimmed all the fat. Every word in there adds weight to the story and it propels you forward.
Gotcha. So who's your least favorite author? And don't say Stephen King because we already talked about that one.
My least favorite author, I don't remember because
So this is our question for you. What books are you reading? Who's your favorite author? Who's your least favorite author? Who's your favorite? What's your favorite book? What's your least favorite book? Okay, go ahead.
if I'm reading a book and in the first paragraph there's nothing to contribute to my life or it's so boring I fall asleep, I don't
just quit.
I just quit. I don't even retain the information of the author. It's like, yeah, I'm just done. It's like, never mind.
Okay, so who's your favorite?
So I don't even let that have rent space in my brain.
Right. So who's your favorite?
My favorite?
Oh, you said Dean Koontz.
He's
You
my
said that.
fave.
I'm telling you, you could tell me something 5 minutes later. I forget.
He's my favorite fiction, my suspense fiction author.
Oh, so you have more than one. Okay, so you got Dean Koontz for suspense and fiction. Suspense fiction. Who's more authors? Favoritist authors.
He's the only one that comes to mind at the moment.
Okay.
I have other books at home that I think that people are good authors, but they're textbooks. They're things like homeopathic remedies for cats and things like that. And successful small farming on 1/4 of an acre and things like that. So they aren't, I would say, popular authors like
Right.
Stephen King, Dean Koontz, V.C. Andrews, J.K. Rowling, things like that. So I wouldn't say they're, I could name them and you wouldn't be like, yeah, okay, I don't even know who that is.
Right.
So-
But you can say on here though, you know.
I don't even remember,
Oh, because they're not.
they're not
common.
popular. I don't
Yeah.
even recall who they are.
Gotcha. So your favoriteest book
My favoriteest book?
or favorite books?
Favorite-
Anything that you just liked.
I like a lot of books.
I mean, like really like the ones that you go to again and again, even if you're just thinking about them.
The ones that I go to again and again, if we're going by use, how often I use the book as a favorite book, that
Any
would
way you want to quantify it.
that would have to be my homeopathic repertoire books. And those are the ones that I go through to look up different symptomologies to prescribe homeopathic remedies.
Gotcha.
It's like going to the encyclopedia.
Yeah.
But nobody says the encyclopedia is their favorite book, even though when we were going to school, those were our most used books because we had to do book reports and we had to
Yeah.
do different
This was
theses
pre-internet.
and we had to do different theses and reports and things like that and research papers.
And dictionaries were also very well used.
Yeah, but nobody says the dictionary is their favorite book.
Yep. Yeah, one of my favorite series is the #1 Ladies Detective Agency by Alexander McCall Smith, but I'm not keen on his other books. I mean, they're okay, but I'm just not, it's not, I don't get much out of the series. He has like a few different series. But, here's one of the ones you're talking about references. This is all taped up. You can see how often I use it because it's just so taped up.
Oh, yeah.
This is the one that I like because you're talking about diagnosing and, treating and stuff. That's what I use, especially when it's called Prescription for Nutritional Healing. Yeah, craft tape. Because it was falling apart. I like the older version than the newer version. The newer version isn't as thorough.
Oh, okay.
And they leave a lot of stuff out. Our Bodies Ourselves was a really good one. For like stuff I didn't know about sex ed. And again, I like the older version better than the newer version. Like the older version allowed me to realize that the hymen was a myth. That needs to be fixed. It doesn't click shut.
What is it?
The screen, not the screen door, the storm door.
Oh.
It's off, so it doesn't click.
Oh, okay.
But
So the hymen is a myth?
yeah, it's a myth. Many women have been murdered over a myth.
We are never taught that's a myth. Explain.
Well, the hymen, most women are born with a true hymen.
Okay.
It stretches, most of the time it's not even really there.
Now that's supposed to be the covering of the hole of the vagina that's supposed to tear and rip and bleed when you become no longer a virgin.
Right. And that's just BS. That's some misogynistic BS to find a way to kill women who they think were not virgins. They can be as whorish as they want, but because they can make this myth out about how our body works, they can kill us. Or if they don't want us or whatever. So if they were forced to marry us and then they just didn't want us, they just claimed that we didn't
bleed.
Yeah. And even if you bled, it would just be a drop or two because it would just be a tear.
Okay.
And even if it's a drop or two, because you have all the semen and all the, vaginal juices, it would just get
Dissipated and you won't be able to see it.
You wouldn't be able to see it.
Okay, that explains a lot because I didn't bleed the first time, and I thought there was something wrong with me. I'm like, did something happen to me before I remember things that I didn't? So I thought I was sexually harassed when I was a child or something because I'm just like,
Well, see, that's another thing. It's like a lot of people got accused because, probably a lot of people went to prison.
Because I thought,
or put to death.
If I didn't, then who took that from me if I didn't lose that the first time?
Yeah, it's just all.
Who took that from me?
And I don't even like the verbiage "took it" because it's like we don't take that from men.
Yeah.
I don't even like the verbiage of it.
But in my case, if it was true, it would have been taken from me because I didn't give permission.
But would you use the same if it was a man who was the victim?
If they had a flap of skin that could be torn off of them and they didn't give permission for whoever tore that off of them, I would say tooken. But if they gave that up freely, I would say
giving up, even the verbiage giving up, it just reeks of misogyny to me. It just reeks of misogyny, like this is a prized possession. It's just
women
sex.
are prized possessions.
But our sex isn't. Men should be prized.
Men should prize our sex. We should.
I don't agree. I don't like that. I don't agree with that. I don't like that because that reeks of purity culture, which affects only females. Our sex is just sex. It's like us washing the dishes. It's like us, and it's just the same as men. It's just like men having sex. Our sex should not be prized possession. It's just sex. Now, yes, consent should be given, absolutely. But we shouldn't prioritize women's sex more than men's.
We should want to give it.
See, give it. You're using the verbiage again. It's like it's this something that men try and take and that we have this, it's this prize. It's not, it's sex.
See, that's not how I view it, though. In my belief tradition,
Well, I don't care about tradition. Tradition is why we're where we are.
in my belief tradition, man and woman are energetic beings. And to plug a man into you, you are exchanging energy with him. And so you need to be in control of who you plug into you. Because you don't want to exchange energy with just everybody.
See, this is all woo-woo stuff that I don't buy, but okay.
I think a lot of it is to protect women from hoary men who give us diseases.
But the thing is, the way we're verbalizing it, giving and taking, this is actually losing us power.
Then how do you communicate?
Grape is grape. Sex is sex.
So-
I don't give, I don't take.
So
I pound, I bang. I don't use this taking a possession. Grape is grape. That's what it is. It's not taking something from somebody. It's an assault. It's violence.
and when you decide to partake of the action of intercourse, how do you describe?
Pound, bang. I just said, I pound, I bang.
Okay, so if you went out in public and said, last night I really pound my partner.
Okay, if you're saying that out in public, you really need to be put in a cage. Because nobody wants to hear about your sexual experience. No randos want to hear about your sex. And if they do, they're perverts.
But if you were talking to your doctor and you went into your doctor and
We had sex.
and said, doctor, when I was pounding my partner, I had a pain here.
When I was having sex.
That's what I was trying
But
to
I'm
get
not
at.
giving anything. I'm not taking. He's not taking anything. I mean, it's misogyny. It's just basic misogyny.
Okay.
28 minutes.
You're fine, dear.
I get loud. We're not yelling. I just get really
I-
loud. I get loud.
I like the romantic language.
But
of
that's not romantic.
Sharing
That's misogyny.
beautiful moments. You're sharing of yourself. Both parties are sharing.
But you're not giving and you're not taking.
Both parties are sharing of themselves.
But you're not giving and nobody's taking. That's misogyny.
I'm using the word sharing.
That fine, but you were saying taking and giving and all that
Because
stuff.
when I was taught there was a hymen, how do you say it?
I'm not really sure. I've heard it said different things. I've always
Okay.
said hymen.
So when I was learned that there was
But
one
that's
of those,
tradition. That's misogyny. That's tradition.
I
That's why I say I don't care about tradition.
thought that was taken from me because I didn't give permission.
Even
I didn't
when
have one.
Even when I knew there was a hymen, I'm like, why are we using these gross words like take and give? That's just disgusting. That's misogyny. Because the misogyny is we're supposed to prize this thing so we remain pure for our husband. Where
No,
they can
I
be
never thought
whorish,
that.
they can be as whorish as they want. That's what the verbiage indicates. And that's what we're reinforcing by using the verbiage. We're reinforcing the misogyny by the verbiage we use. If we use different verbiage, we can experience sex as often as we want with who we want and not feel like it's